Evening from the Tabernacle of David, Prophetic Dance Center in Jerusalem. I want to talk to you about the power of worship. Worship will change your life. I can share very candidly this past year, the first year of my dance center that I prayed for 10 and a half years, that came through so unexpectedly when three locations fell through, and I was temporarily renting a room at a monastery with some beautiful property. And then on my way to my dance watch one Friday, I've been at a prayer house, 24/7 prayer house, teaching dance and releasing people into the joy and the freedom of the dance for the past, at this point, it was a bit more than 11 years. And I was on my way to my watch, and I just was walking, and suddenly, I'm only 5'4", suddenly, I looked up over my right shoulder all the way up to the third floor, and I saw a big for rent sign, and within 3 days, the lease was signed. And all the other places, I said, okay, Lord, I'll move forward, and he kept closing the door. I wasn't even looking here, but God has his way. Every time, if we cooperate with him, if we co-labor with him. So this past year, oh my goodness, growth has been so accelerated. I had a lot of loss in my life, and yet I had so much growth in my life. And God allowed me to see the fruit that came from very healthy decisions, which were painstaking to make. But sometimes we don't see for a long time what God has done, but he allowed me to see in this particular several instances the growth, and that really encouraged me that I was on the right track. But God transcended physical and emotional pain through worshiping him, through the new song and the new dance, through just bringing my body in moving praise with my voice to the dance, pouring my heart out to God. There's no way that you can't be changed in the presence of God. There are so many scriptures. One, for instance, says, in your presence is fullness of joy. And God inhabits the praises of his people. And you know, the amazing thing about worship is, you see, God came, Yeshua came. He laid down his life willingly, knowing the joy, keyword, the joy set before him. See, it gave him joy to lay down his life for us, because that meant that we could be with him in heaven forever, because his blood is what cleaned us up, which forgave our sins, and then allows us to enter into heaven, which is a holy place, and heaven can't have sin. So he is our sin covering, our kippora, our covering.